Doug Bell, and this is the Hot Rod Show. Here we are down in Palmerston North in the sunny part of New Zealand. On the show today, we are travelling to Las Vegas and SEMA 2016. Yes, SEMA, the biggest automotive trade show on the planet. We have exclusive access to SEMA, which means we are in and filming for you on our own without the crowds all night long. Plus, we have more content closer to home with Big Boys Toys in Palmy and the Broadster. And a look at the North Shore Motorama at the North Shore Event Centre. And as an extra, we look at some great engineering in the Swin car. All this and more on the Hot Rod Show. Well, here we are cruising on a freeway, and as you can see, we're heading east, and that is away from the Peterson Automotive Museum. This is down the 10 freeway, and on the left there you can see Los Angeles. That's all the big buildings, and it was 34 degrees Celsius this day. Can you believe it? Trump now, woohoo! Vertigo too. Well, here we are. This is making the slow transition on the 110 South, and we're cruising and cruising and cruising. You know, there's the Los Angeles River. The Los Angeles River, can you believe it? You don't go diving in there for anything except the disease, I guess. Well, anyway, back to the freeway. Slowly entering the freeway, and look at this. This is the 110, 105 freeway crossover. I love this thing. You just go over the top and underneath, and man, this is just such a panoramic view from way up there. It's incredible. Here we go underneath. There's a pile of cement there, isn't it? Man, this is, you know, I just love cruising LA freeways, man. You're just gonna love it. No one sticks to the speed limit. I mean, no one. There's 110. That's a good radio station anyway. Look at that big D-bolt on that black pickup. Oh my God. Anyway, here we are, cruising along, changing freeways. On the right there, you can't see them. It's all the ammunition bunkers, and we're just going to check out a little bit of local driving. This is 55 mile an hour on a 45 mile an hour road. There's a caddy. Hey, Dean Somerville, you bitch like this. Now, this is where we used to live in Orange County. That's on Collins Street. My wife went crazy on the garden. Look at that. This is a big, long train on the way to Las Vegas. Boop, boop. I forget how many carriages there were, but there were so many. And they're stacked too high. Man, this is just awesome. It's just awesome. Look at the background. You know, there's just nothing. Here we go past a truck, cruising along, and the train is still going. And it's going the other way, mind you. Someone said it must have a Chevy engine in the train because there's only one train. Well, I think it could be a Ford or a Mopar, you know. There we go. Doot, doot. That's the back engine, you numbskull. That's me. I got my turned up brim on again, cruising along. Oh man, we're doing 130 to 140 kilometers an hour to keep up with traffic. On the right-hand side there, as you can see, this is the big US Marine place where they do fix up all the Army cars. This is just out of Barstow, California. Barstow, I said. Now here we are. Look, as far as you can see goes the road. They go into the next valley, and as far as you can see is the road again. Here we are, 90 mile an hour, just to keep up with traffic. You can see we're not Zyzix. That says Zyzix, if none of you know. Cool. Anyway, back to where, here's, look, the first look of Las Vegas. Woohoo, how far are we? 14 miles to Las Vegas. This is awesome. Cruising out, you know, like this is the new end. It's so new, there's not many people around, you know, and so here we are pulling into SEMA, and man, look at the stuff. There's these big trucks. They were one of the biggest things that you would see there. Anyway. Now here we are. down there at Palmy, and the big boys' toys that Dean and the team put on. We're assembling the big Mother's Octopus tent, and this is all the bits and pieces coming in. And as you can see, there's a good collection of cars. They're even back in little race cars, and this car was amazing, I tell you. But anyway, there's the old Jonesy chatting away to a local there with the Broadster and the Jonesy garage in the background. I mean, this car attracted so much attention. This is the beginning of day one. And, you know, people were just starting to filter in, but doesn't this thing look absolutely amazing? You know, thanks to the guys at Jonesy's Garage, you know, and all the people that got on board to support the company, you know, got to support the build rather down there at Jonesy's in the Waikato. Look at that, that's a V8. That's a twin turbo Lexus V8. It's still a V8. Anyway, here we have the world's fastest Maori. I just had to take a photo of that, man, because it just looks so interesting. And, you know, here's the information about it. He's a local boy. World's fastest Maori. Kia ora ho. Wouldn't want to get run over by these things. Here's a nice dragster. It's the Chester dragster, and here's Phil's amazing Topolino. That thing is just awesome. And over there we have the Info Group. Masterton Motorplex Drag Racing, you know, that gets underway soon. Look at that thing. This thing is just absolutely beautiful. A tribute to his wife. There in the background is a Mother's umbrella puffed up thing. And here's the Chester Dragster. This thing is just absolutely amazing. The metal flake on this was just out of sight. And the detail in this picture, wow. I've seen the driver, and that's Jody. I've seen the driver, and he looks kind of like that. Maybe a lot like that. There's a nice blown engine for you. You know, this thing is truly, you know, a nostalgic dragster. It's amazing. Now, this is a genuine 35 Auburn boat-tailed speedster. Spoke to the guy about it, and we'll talk to him a little later on in next week's show, but this thing is just absolutely fantastic. You know, just imagine pulling up, you know, behind one of these. You don't know what it's like to pull up behind one of these. Well, you know, you'll find out. Look at that. Amazing chrome, you know, like all the work on this thing. This is back in in the 30s, you know, the early 30s, and look at this thing. It's just incredible. Yeah, so want to get an idea of what it's like to pull up behind a boat-tailed roadster? Well, that's what it's like to pull up behind a boat-tailed roadster. That's what it looks like. You'd wonder not what on earth planet it had come from, wouldn't you? The crowd's starting to pour in. They're pouring in, they're pouring in. It was really amazing. There were so many people. This is Friday. It was on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and here's a bit of a bird's eye view, and we're looking down. In fact, we're looking down at some very important people from Big Boys Toys who are checking things out down there when they should be working. Anyway, if you don't know this dude, this here's Chris. How you doing, Chris?
Pleased to meet you, mate.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, he's got these amazing scooters, like they're it's four-wheel drive, isn't it, really?
Yeah, they're a four-wheel drive, four-wheel steer, electric, off-road, extreme buggy. They're like a spider on steroids, you know?
Well, it is, like the wheels and the arms just go everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, the independent suspension, you can raise them up here and they just go over all sorts of undulating terrain.
There's probably nowhere you can't go.
Oh, there are limits, you know.
Yeah.
Everything's got its limit, but these things are just a heap of fun, you know,
Yeah.
and totally different. There's nothing out there that looks like these, behaves like these.
And do you cruise on one?
You just cruise along. I mean, they'll do 35 k's an hour, but
which is fine.
That's just fine, but that's not the idea. The idea is to get them out into.
It's a fun vehicle.
It's a fun vehicle, and you get into undulating country and rolling country, and just cruise over rough stuff and
It's
make
an
them spider.
experience.
It is.
It's an experience. Like if you're into bizarre stuff, and if you're into trails riding or trials riding, you've got to be into this stuff, right?
Exactly, and I mean you can take them, you can ride them anywhere
Yeah.
on cycle trails, on a farm, on a lifestyle block, in the bush. They're cool in the bush.
Yeah.
Just anywhere.
What's the range that they have?
Okay, they'll do 4 hours,
Yeah.
including a 1,000-metre climb.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 1,000-metre vertical, not a 1,000-metre,
Yeah.
And
Wow.
then they recharge on the way back down again.
Really?
Yeah.
And what percentage is the recharge?
About 30%.
Really?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you as you're cruising, you're charging.
As you're coming back downhill, you're putting power back into the batteries again. Yeah.
Well, when you look at them, there's ingenuity in there.
Exactly.
You know? There's design. Someone's
Yes.
put a lot of thought into
Yes.
those things. You know.
They've been 10 years in the design, 10 years in the making,
Wow.
and they're only just hitting production now.
Yeah.
I saw them on YouTube 15 months ago,
Yeah.
and a lot of people have seen the same
Yeah.
clips.
And you said I had to have one.
Well, I kept going back to that website and looking at them and thinking these things have got character. You know, they're different, and there's some quality about the build.
Yeah. Well, it's not just any old everyday thing, is it?
It's not
You
just
know.
any everyday crappy thing that you ride for 2 weeks.
It's like artificial intelligence
Yeah.
brought to life.
But they're very simply made. You know, the number of engineers that came and spoke to us this weekend and at the Auckland Big Boys Toys, and they're just sitting there going, wow, these things are ingenious. They're so simple,
Yeah.
they're easy,
Less is more.
and less is more, and less to go wrong with them, you know? And people have said, are they computer controlled? Are they hydraulic controlled? Is the suspension all done by hydraulics? No, it's not. It's very, very simple. It's just engineering, levers.
It works on a balance.
It just works on a balance and on gravity.
Very radically different.
Very interesting and just fun to drive. So.
Nothing you're going to ever see before again.
Well, I looked on the net to see if there was anything else that compared.
Yeah.
And I thought I didn't want to get involved with these and then find that there was something better out of Korea or out of the
Yeah.
States or Canada
Yeah.
and there's nothing that I can find
Yeah.
that even slightly compares with
They're
them. So
quite possibly the best.
they are.
Yeah.
Somebody will come out with something better further
Oh,
down the
that
track, but
always
hey,
happens.
that's always going to happen.
Copy's the best form of flattery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we're pretty impressed with them so
Yeah.
far. We've only had them in the country 3 weeks.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they came
Really?
in Labour weekend,
Just before Big Boys Toys.
just before Big Boys
Wow.
Toys in Auckland.
That's cutting it fine.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's been a lot of fun. It's been good.
Swincar.nz.
Swincar.nz. So go and have a look.
Yeah, we'll do that, man.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend.
Welcome to Jonesy's Garage for CRC's Catch of the Day. So today we've
got the gasket stripper here today, so obviously hopefully we won't be needing this too often, but we use it to get on any baked on gaskets or remove any gaskets that are playing a bit of hardball.
playing a bit of hardball. Sounds like a good idea. So we just spray it on, it soaks in, and it's easy to clean off. Woohoo!
Now here's the first look at SEMA, guys. Been waiting for SEMA? Well, here it is. And do you think this looks cool? Check this out. Can't say what, I think the words, there's just no words to describe this apart from awesome. Last year we filmed an amazing pickup at SEMA. I think it was done by the same outfit that did this. Look at this, the detail. Look at the flake. And the etching, well, you're going to see how amazing the etching is on this. And the airbrush work is just dive. I don't think you can drive this car because, well, if you did and you put the brakes on, you'd ruin the discs because even they've been etched. And it's a Ford too, which is crazy. You would expect this to be an Impala, but unfortunately, look at the detail on there. Look at the airbrushing, man. Like that, absolutely nothing has been left untouched on this car. El Rey. There's an El Rey theater in Los Angeles. I don't know. what Lance Crane would do. The wheels look etched around the edges of the wheels. And look at the brakes. Look. I mean, this is the most looking thing. The dollar should have got it worse than almost impossible to tally up. Look at that. There's a T-bird sensor. Justin, Daniel, Bird, Chris, Kenny, the other boys, and the Canaries. What do you think of this? I think you need about a week to look at this one car just to study the detail of it. This is the air license. I could have sat there, like I said, for a week. That was just incredible. This here is Palmerston North, sunny Palmerston North, and this is the Hot Rod Show. Now, we stayed at the Alpha Motor Inn while we were down here, and I tell you what an amazing place. All of their rooms, they're all different. Like, there's the Kaikoura room, there's the Bay of Plenty room. Funny enough, I slept in the Kaikoura room the other night, but, you know, that was a few days after the old shake. Boom! Well, here I am with Brenda. Now, Brenda and her lovely husband, they're the proprietors, owners of this Alpha Motel. Now, now I've just been telling them about the way that your rooms are done, you know, all different parts of the country, and how I slept in the Kaikoura room the other night, but it didn't shake.
No, it didn't shake.
Yeah. So how long have you been here?
We've been here coming up for 2 years now.
Yeah, but what a lovely transformation you've done. You know, like the whole place is decked out like New Zealand top to bottom, in it, you know, to give people that, you know, that New Zealand atmosphere.
A New Zealand feel, because
Yeah.
there's two buildings belonging
Yeah.
to the motel, so it was logical to make a North Island and a South Island.
Yeah, you'll see the big Alpha sign as you drive up the road, so it won't matter. It's just Alpha. It's the beginning.
It's the beginning.
Well, bye-bye.
It's the beginning. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
staying
Brenda.
here.
Oh, Brenda, it was lovely.
We
It was
loved
lovely.
hosting you.
I mean,
It was
it's
awesome.
Now here we are at the North Shore Motorama, put on by Matt and the guys. And look, this is a pretty amazing collection of cars. There's Casper. Now, if you want to get your transmission done, go see Casper, man, because they really do give a shift. Look at these guys, man. Some amazing bikes. That's a Kawasaki. Now look at it. Isn't that incredible? You gotta have a Chevy somewhere in the mix, don't you? You just gotta have a Chevy. Here's a cool car. I haven't seen that before. I'd like to see that again. This is the outside. That's a muscle car. Mad Max, I think. Yes, it's got a blower. We have some off-road addiction from the off-road team. guys look like they have too much fun. There's some of the guys that obviously have this fun. Well, that's a nice way to display a car. Stick it on another car. Not too much. Not too much. Now here we are back at SEMA, and this is one of the most amazing cars at SEMA. This was a 57 Chevy convertible with a big block Ford in it. Now that'll excite some of you, won't it? A 57 Chevy with a big block Ford, and man, this thing looks mean. Look at that. I love it. I think it's awesome. That's me walking past, I think. Don't worry about that. Really no one around, because this is like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning when we've just got some background music playing there, and you know, and we get to look at it. This is built by Troy Trepanier. Now, a lot of you probably know Troy Trepanier. He's a big-time car builder in the States. He actually built the mother's 59 Chevy sedan delivery that won the best Chevrolet at last year's SEMA. But this thing is just amazing. Just like, you know, all brushed, and you know, it's not finished, but it will be. But this is just some amazing engineering, you know, and some amazing ingenuity as well, and how to apply bits and pieces, something with the steering even, you know, that was quite a cool. Camera lights up a little bit, yeah, you know, anyway. Now here we have an amazing caddy built by the Ring Brothers. Now the Ring Brothers, they build some amazing cars there. We do an interview with these guys a little later on in the next episode, but we wanted to show you their car before it got taken away, because this was supposed to leave the show early. But this is like a 53 Caddy, and it's dropped over a brand new 2016 Cadillac chassis. So everything inside the body and that you can't see is brand new 2016 Cadillac. But everything else is just, look at this thing. It's just absolutely amazing. The Ring Brothers, they build amazing cars. Now check this beast out. Last year, the truck that's on the back here, that was at SEMA. Now we've got the carrying truck here. Now have a good look at this thing. I'm just gonna be quiet and sit back and let you look. When I come up against those.
I kept saying no, yeah.
Love this thing. So many diesels now. Just incredible things they're doing with diesels. Look at the plumber's nightmare there. Don't you love it? Don't you just love it? There's a truck for you, Mark Holloway. And yes, as we always find it, a lovely Chevy. Well, here we are. It's night now. This is outside after we walked out, you know, and we started looking around some of the things that were parked outside. It just goes on and on, man. These jacked up 4x4 pickups everywhere outside. The place was just littered with them. Because the Hot Rod Show has access all area passes, all I had to do is pull up to where people say you cannot come in here, and I show them my access all area pass, and they just let me walk right in the door. Four-wheel steering. check this out. Doesn't it look sort of like oil spilt on the road or something? It's just amazing. What's your name?
DeMarlo.
Marlo, what do you think of this Corvette, Marlo?
Ah, man, she a beauty.
Ain't it?
Right.
Man, that makes you wondering what sort of medication you were on, doesn't it?
Right.
This dude is just tripping out. This is just absolutely amazing. Maximus. This Maximus truck, man, check this out. This was just incredible. It actually looked better at night than in the daytime. Here's a whole bunch of pickups that were all just parked in a separate little lot there that were waiting to get dispersed around, I guess. But you know, the variety of cars and trucks and everything that are at this event is it's unimaginable. Well, here's a little bit more of the road as we were coming into Las Vegas, because as we go through this on the left, you will see a bit of a power station, but we just want to let you know that we are putting a DVD together of the 2016 SEMA trip, which will be available soon, and we still have some DVDs from the 2015 SEMA trip left over. We couldn't do this without our amazing sponsors, so please support them. Big Boys Toys, Mothers, there's no shine like a mother's. Protector Insurance, believe me, with drivers like me on the road, you need these guys. Swiss Trax Flooring, it's quite possibly the best flooring in the world. Kiwi Span New Zealand, check out their website. They have a shed for everything and everyone. Online Logistics, the switched on dudes who can not only ship your vehicles but also source them. Give them a call tomorrow. Then there's CRC. They have the stuff that makes things work again. Smartway Security. Call Roger if you need to keep an eye on things when you're not there. Then there's Casper Transmissions. These guys really do give a shift. New World Browns Bay, if you're local or just passing through, stop and shop. Gary, the owner, just loves classics and hot rods. And then there's King Tools. They're last because we use their torque wrench at the very end to tighten everything up so it can go on TV. Keep in contact with us via Facebook. And remember, you can buy our fabulous SEMA DVD from Las Vegas. It's amazing value at only $25 or $45 with a Hot Rod Show t-shirt, and that includes shipping. Email me, doug@thehotrodshow.com. So, until next time, keep the dirty side down and the shiny side up.